You know the names, the rip saw, the machete, and the switchblade. But do you know the value of having all three on your truck? It unlocks a whole new level of efficiency. Not every hydro-excavation job is the same. So when you have the perfect nozzle ready to go, you're faster, safer, and in complete control. Today, we're out in the field with Jetline Sales to show you exactly how each tool earns its spot on the truck. Let's dig in. Andrew, when you first arrive at a site, what are you assessing before choosing your nozzle?
Well, first thing I would do is get a hold of the customer and figure out what we're going to do. And after we realize if we're just potholing, locating some utilities, then we're going to figure out how hard the soil is and go from there.
The ripsaw is a powerhouse when you want speed and coverage. Its ability to move dirt fast while maintaining control and safety around utilities earns this nozzle its leading spot in the industry.
Andrew, can you give me some examples of where the ripsaw outperforms other nozzles? What kind of digging applications?
So when I choose the ripsaw is when we are going to be doing a lot of just small potholing, just locating utilities for boring companies. You're not filling with water as much as the other nozzles. You're getting the utilities located quickly. You're not hurting the utilities.
Because when you have to refill with water, the work stops.
That's downtime.
Right.
And when you have downtime, you're not making money.
And so what soil conditions work best with the rotating spray?
Looser material, not compact hard, no rocks, bedding, anything like that.
When you're digging near utilities, what are you looking for in a nozzle?
So that's where you want something like the ripsaw because it's not a direct spray that's going to cut any power lines, anything like that underground. You want to make sure that you are constantly moving, and with the ripsaw, it's actually doing that for you. It's not just aiming right at one spot.
Hydra-Flex has repair kits. They're really easy to put in. Do you have any experience putting those in?
Yes, I do. I actually have rebuilt quite a few of the ripsaws, and in the kit comes step-by-step directions with pictures, how you take it apart, how you put everything back together, and it's a matter of 5 minutes. You can rebuild that whole nozzle.
So I imagine guys can do that in the field.
And a lot of guys do. They keep repair kits with them. So yeah, you can pop that off real quick, pull it apart, replace that stuff, put it back together, and you're back to work.
You can't do that with the big box ones.
You sure can't. You have to throw them away. Hopefully you have another one on your truck. If not, you're done for the day.
The machete has serious cutting power. Its ability to dig deeper than other nozzles makes it perfect for bell holing, sloping, and finishing while providing incredible ergonomics and comfort for the operator. Another huge benefit is the 15-degree stream's constant movement, which makes the machete safe around utilities.
Andrew, compared to other nozzles, what are you seeing with the machete? What sort of advantages does it have over other nozzles?
The machete has very, very big advantages, and one of the main is how quickly you can dig. Once you start digging, you have a nice clean cut, you get down there quickly, you don't have to add extensions to your lances, which is less downtime adding lances to that, or operators having to bend over and get closer down to it.
How have you seen it outperform other nozzles?
So there is one instance when I was with a customer and he was using a off-brand nozzle and he was digging 30+ feet deep. Obviously you're burning a lot more water because he was digging slower, and then he was also having to stop, add extensions to his lances to keep digging down deeper. So we were able to go to the machete and we cut his time, I would say, at least in half.
Time is money.
Time is money, absolutely.
What are some of the toughest applications you've seen the machete work in?
Compacted clay. So we have a lot of that around here. When you get into that, it is very, very tough to get through, especially in winter conditions. So it will cut through that pretty much like butter. And when you use the machete for doing those deep cuts, it's still clean cut at the bottom. So when as you're locating or making a trench, however you have to do it, it's a nice clean finish. So it digs back and forth like this. And when it's doing that, it is actually moving material quicker because of that motion. And it's grabbing it and pulling it away and making that nice cut. The nice cut is important for applications where if they're going to put a trench box down in a hole, you're going to be a lot more precise on the area that you have to dig.
So what about ergonomics? What sort of comfort benefits are you getting from this for the operator?
So what you're gonna get with that is there's no vibration in the nozzle. And that is due to you not having that rotating going on in there. It is cutting back and forth. Another thing, you're not adding lance extensions, more weight.
So your operators aren't exhausted at the end of the day.
Yeah, it does help on that big time. Especially there's a lot of operators out there that are working by themselves. So if he's doing it all day long, yeah, that does help on the exhaustion of the operator.
The Switchblade is our powerful, versatile, straight stream tip. It's perfect for when you need precision, especially in trenching applications or tight spaces where accuracy matters most.
Andrew, what type of jobs require the Switchblade?
So the Switchblade is going to be used for mainly trenching. And what that means is usually a narrow, longer cut.
How does the Switchblade's 0 degree stream help you increase efficiency on the job?
Because it is digging straight down, and that's where all your pressure is going, right? So your water, it's 4 nozzles coming out of there, and it's putting it straight into the ground. It is built for efficiency on a long run cut. It is the deep digging, trenching, clean cutting, all-in-one nozzle.
So what about cold climate? Have you seen benefits of it cutting through frost and icy soil?
Yes, it helps big time, especially where we are up here in the northern region. Some trucks aren't equipped with burners, so they're still using cold water, which obviously isn't frozen water, but let's just say it's 40, 50 degree water. So with the high pressure cutting ability of the Switchblade, it definitely has a big advantage in those frosty soils.
Why is the Switchblade not good for utilities?
So if it is used wrong, and if you go directly on top of a utility, you could potentially damage that utility.
It's just so powerful. That stream is just very focused and
Yes.
So what sets the Switchblade apart from other nozzles?
So if we were using a rotating nozzle on doing that type of application, it would be a real messy hole. So you would have to actually, I would cut that shorter, and then you'd come back with another nozzle at the end to make your finished cut.
So that 0 degree stream is really helping you guys to be precise and accurate.
Yes, that's it. That's just it. You have to be very precise in a lot of the different applications.
So tell me about having the full toolkit. The rip saw, the machete, and the Switchblade. How does it elevate your capabilities?
So it makes you very versatile. You can show up to any job on any given day and get the job done in a fair amount of time.
So I imagine you can reduce the other nozzles that you're carrying with you. You just keep the Hydra-Flex lineup, and that's all you need.
That's all you need. That is all you need.
A full toolkit is the difference between guessing and getting the job done right. With the rip saw, the machete, and the Switchblade in your lineup, you'll be ready for whatever the day throws at you. Learn more about Jetline sales and Hydra-Flex nozzles at jetlinesales.com.